Hi everyone. Hi Elizabeth. It's nice to see you again. So we might have people who have also joined the first session. So you will listen again to the same things actually, but it's only for the first half part because then we will have also the practice and it's even better when we have more people. We should have 7 people today. So let's see. We will wait for everyone. Let's see how many we have until now. It would be really nice to have 7 or 8 people at least. It will help us create more breakout rooms. Okay, let's wait a little bit. Hopefully, we will have them. It's also the time zone that changes, and many people might get confused with the time. But I think that when you see the Google link, it shows each individual's time zone. So it auto converts. So let's see, we still have 4 people. We will wait a little bit more. Is everyone happy?
Yes,
All
good.
If you want to grab a coffee or anything, I will give. Yeah. Yeah, take your time because we'll give at least 5 more minutes for everyone to join. Otherwise, we will go ahead just us. And Fiona, it's your first time?
I was at the very, very first one.
Ah, you were in the previous one.
Yeah, I just didn't make
Ah,
it to the element one.
yeah, okay. So this is also about the elements. But you know what? Because I think, Jess, you were also at the first one.
Yeah, just a half part. Then my break finished, so I
Okay.
disappeared quietly.
So you know what? If no one else comes, and it's such a shame because it's such a really nice and informative session that I think everyone should have it. But if no one else joins, then we will change the whole session to make it questions and answers more personalized to each one of you. And then we will move on with practice and we will add some more things to the practice. I think it's more fair for you.
Okay.
I-
Sounds great.
I wasn't at the first one of this element one. It was the very first one, the very first live that you did before.
with the psychic abilities.
That's it. Yep.
Okay, okay. So because you are here, I can make a very quick again. If Elizabeth and Jess, are you happy with me to just explain very quickly for
Yes,
Fiona?
of course.
Sure.
Yes, of course.
It'll be a nice refresher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's start. So, as today we will be talking about the element, and we are not talking about the elements that they are connected to the zodiac signs. We are talking about the elements that they are connected to us, and they give us information about our naturally awakened psychic abilities, and they are completely different from the zodiac sign elements. The zodiac sign elements, they give us information about mostly character or personality wise, whilst the elements that they are connected to our soul's abilities, they give us different information, and they are about our soul's abilities, the skills that they are naturally awakened inside of us. And when we connect with this element, specifically the main one, we bring balance. This is why it's very important to have it connected, to be connected with our element. So we will move on with the presentation. The energy of the 5 elements. I'm sure that there are way more than 5, but speaking about the human experience, we will focus on the 5 elements that we can use here on Earth. Now, everything as we know in the universe it's about energy. It's energy. And what I'm adding to that is that it's energy manifested through different frequencies. That's why we can also tune in to these frequencies and we can receive what we say, the downloads or the intuitive messages, the channeling, or just see through the dimensions. And these frequencies, as it's a manifested energy, they create also the 5 elements. Hi, Junie, nice to see you here. So I will mute everyone for now just to make sure that Junie, you can hear me perfect. It's nice to see you. So, Junie, we have just started, and I was just explaining that the elements that we talk today, they are not connected with the zodiac sign element, and they are connected with our psychic abilities. So, the 5 elements that we explore here on Earth, they are, of course, earth, water, fire, air, and ether, what we could say the spirit. And each element shapes how we feel, think, and receive the intuitive messages. Exactly what I described earlier. It gives you this natural, easy ability to connect and receive. Now, we will talk about firstly the earth element. Maybe I could take a small break here and I will unmute each one of you. Before I explain, let me go back so you don't read. uh, Naturally, what you believe, it's your element. I can unmute Fiona first. Would you like Fiona to share with us? I think you, yes, there you are.
I think my element is that right?
Sorry, I couldn't hear you well. I don't know if the rest could hear you. Maybe it's the connection. Can you please repeat?
What I think my element is.
Yes, yes, yes.
Well, it's definitely not earth because I struggle with grounding. So I feel like it's water. I'm very drawn to
Okay.
water, but I don't know. I don't know. I'm not sure.
You said the right word. You used the I feel connected to water, and it's exactly this instant feeling that it makes you feel good naturally. I will go to Junie, who hasn't spoken because she's new. Hi, Junie. We cannot hear you. I don't know if you want to speak. Otherwise, if you don't want to speak,
Hi, it's
uh,
okay.
yes,
Am I
perfect.
true? Am I true? Hi,
Yes,
Jabu. Hi, okay, sorry. Okay, I think my elements, I am connected to wood. Wood.
perfect.
Okay, sorry. Air element.
Yes, element or earth.
Yeah. Oh, earth. I'm in the middle of earth and air.
Okay,
I
I
don't
will
know. Sometimes air.
I will explain all the elements, and through the process you will be able to identify
Okay.
which one you feel more connected to. I will mute you. Elizabeth and Jess, if you want to speak, you're more than welcome to unmute yourself and go ahead. Jess
Can you
is
hear me
first.
now?
Yes,
Yeah.
Jess?
I think it's between water or air. So I have lots of dreams about water, but I have lots of dream about flying as well. So I don't know
Mm.
which one really. And I'm usually flying over water. So
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
so I'm not quite sure which one.
I think it's connected more to your starseed origins.
Okay. Yeah,
I will not say more.
maybe. Yeah,
Elizabeth,
okay.
Elizabeth, you discovered your element, I think, the previous session.
Yes. So earth I did get. And then during the meditation, fire came to me, which surprised me.
Yeah.
So it's earth and fire.
Perfect. And thank you very much for explaining this. Elizabeth, sorry, I have muted you back, is talking about the meditation that we will later do today to help you connect with your element. And then we will also proceed with the practice. So just stay tuned. We will have a really nice session today. So I will now explain the element one by one and just see what you feel it resonates more for you. The earth's element. It's about grounding, stability, feeling present in the moment and be connected, of course, with the earth, the soil, the trees. When we talk about earth, it's also the crystals. It's also even the sand, by the sea, everything that it's about connection with the earth. Now, the main senses that naturally are developed for people who have the earth element more connected inside of them, it's the clairsentience, clairaudience, clairgustance, and clairtangency. And I will explain what this means. The earth has this sensation of instant feeling because you touch, you can feel the soil, you can touch it, you can smell the air, you can smell the rain that comes forward. You can feel the crystal's energy. So it's all about touching. Now, if you translate this sensation also to the smell and the taste, and I will now take these senses when we channel a message either from a loved one who has passed or from our spirit guides or just an intuitive message, if one of these abilities or a combination of them arises first, then it shows that you have the earth element first activated. For example, if you are one of those people that you visit a place, let's say a store that has antiques, old furniture, and you touch something and you instantly feel the energy. Junie, it resonates with you? You feel that? So it's exactly, and sometimes if you have it developed, you will also connect more with the energy of the object and the person who was making use of it. So you will see images, or if we are talking about clairgustance and clairaudience, you will hear something about them, or you will have a taste. For example, let's say that they liked a specific pie, you will have this a taste in your mouth, and it's theirs. It's not yours. It's the imprint of their energy. So it's all about the more physical sensations that the earth is giving us as element. So it feels energy through physical sensations. I'm reading that now. You notice, as I said, tastes or textures linked to the energy. You receive intuitive messages through the body and touch. You instantly, it's the same with the people. Sometimes you just need to touch someone and you instantly feel their energy. It's exactly that. And psychic expression, it's about grounded intuition through the physical body. You just feel better when you walk barefoot, when you hug a tree, when you talk to a tree, it's all these physical sensations. So this is about the earth's element. We will now move to the water. Everything will make sense to you when I finish. You will all be, oh, that way. Now, the water element, it's more about anything that it's moving and what actually moves and changes forms very easily. And this is also what I use, the elements, I use them also in my tarot readings and my tarot course to help people do tarot, read the tarot, that they are connected with the four suits. If anyone of you is using tarot, you will understand what I'm talking about. I think, Elizabeth, you read tarot, yes. So it's the cups. They are about the emotions, aren't they? So you can very easily understand that the water element, it shows you anything that is connected with the emotions, the flow, the empathy skills. So the main clairsenses that they arise, they are the clairsentience, claircognizance, and clairessence, which means that it's all about the heart chakra. It's this area here, and it moves further down to the sacral, which means that you will very instantly and easily connect with people's emotions and energy. And when it's developed, you will also mirror their feelings and their emotions. And it can happen with both the living people, but also when we channel a soul that has passed. Okay, so we can use the somatic empathic mirroring for channeling, because we can express through our body the emotions that the deceased person had, for example, or the person who is living, and it's let's say a person that we want to offer healing to them. It's very easy for us to understand their emotions, and we can guide the healing exactly because we know how they feel. So the water element, it's about receiving the intuition through the emotional flow. And as I said, it's about empathic connection and the intuitive knowing. This is the instant knowing. It's a very weird feeling that most people will say to you, how do you know that? And you cannot even describe, because it's an instant knowing. You don't channel just the information, you tap to the, what we would say, the dimensional grid, the Earth's grid, the code of the matrix, and you can instantly receive the information. So it's your own instant knowing. Anyone has any question before I move on? Feel free. Yes, Junie, go ahead.
Yes, is it possible that we have two elements? Because I am really connected with earth and water, as you said right now. Because before some of my friends, before they ask me to, can you please read tarot for me? Sometimes I told you I read tarot, but not for the business or what.
Yeah.
And before they ask me the question, before I open the tarot, I know the answer.
Yes.
Maybe uh, is that the connection with the water and earth?
Thank you for the question. And the answer is yes. And not only just two elements, but in the process how we activate develop our abilities, we will eventually use all of the five elements, or at least most of them. But there is at least one element that it's the main one. And I will give you a very simple example. So, for example, my main element is water. And it took me many years to understand that it was water, the main element. I also have the ether, the spirit, because I could, from when I remember myself, I could see dead people. Okay, I didn't know what it was. I could see energy entities. What I now know, it was my spirit guides, everyone who was passing in the family, or people I didn't even know. I could see them. I was connected with that. But prior to this, the element of water, the emotional connection, was a little bit stronger than that. Over the years, I have now developed it as somatic empathic mirroring. And this is what I'm also using in my healing sessions. So, for example, when I have a quantum healing, I will scan the energy of the client and I will mirror, and I will know where they feel pain, even physical pain. But it took me many years to identify which one was the more dominant, to say. But I work with both of them through all of my sessions. And of course, I have the vision, which is the fire. It's connected to the fire. We will talk about that later. But when I was truly connected with my main element, I could understand that I was finding balance in my life. For example, when I was around 6, I almost got drowned. So my parents decided to write me to swimming lessons. And without them knowing, of course, that element of water was my natural element. And I was so connected to the water that by the age of 8, I was already competing in professional, what we say, competitions. I was winning medals. I entered the national Greek team, 8 to 18, I was in the national Greek team. I became champion in Greece, second in Europe, 11th in the world. It was very natural for me. I had dreams of me being a mermaid. I had dreams, still have, that I'm breathing underwater. And I recently found out the last 5 years that I'm also from Sirius B. And Sirius B has liquid hydrogen, which is a form of water. It's not exactly water, but it's a form of liquid. It all makes sense. So whenever I bring the element, I will tell you something. I live in Scotland. I'm 47. And for the last year, I have entered perimenopause stage. So I identified the changes in my physical body. My period stopped almost. So I knew that something was happening. I went to Greece this summer. And the second week I was in Greece, and because I was swimming in the sea every day, and I was not swimming for the last 80 years in the sea, the second week my period came back. And then this happened in August, and now we are in December, and my monthly period is back. So it's crazy because it's like I have reversed my natural clock. Even though I was happy to go to the for me to not have any period. I don't want any kids. I'm happy for me to everything to stop. But it's crazy. Like it could be a very weird coincidence, but I don't believe in coincidences. That's the thing. So I'm trying to tell you that once you're connected with your natural element, you will feel instant at peace. It's an instant, that's it. I know where I am. If it's earth and you don't live near a forest and you live in a city and you move out to live, in the nature, everything will change. Everything will be aligned. Everything will be in balance. So that's why we say that we have at least one main dominant element, and then we activate like a spider net all the rest. And we work through all of them to deliver the intuitive work. Okay? So we will move on to the fire. Now the fire element, it's one that it's usually awakened either from the very, very beginning, or it will awaken after development because it's connected with the clairvoyance, which means that you can actually see. It's the first thing. For example, I will first feel a presence and then I will see it. But if you have the fire element, you will see the presence next to you before you even feel it. Does this make sense? It's what kicks first. What kicks first? So the fire element, imagine about the fire. It's about action, creation, vision. It's connected with very strongly with the visualization, even during the meditation. It's about also transformation. The fire will burn something to create. So the main clair senses are clairvoyance, clairtagency, and clair intellect. Again, it's also connected with the instant knowing and the physical touch, because it has a very strong sense, the fire. You will see symbols, you will see the colors of our dimension, you will see the energy entities, the spirit orbs, everything will be very clear to you. You will also feel the heat of the energy, the change in the temperature very easily. Again, you might until now say that I have all of these, so do I have all of the three elements? And I'm going back to try to identify the very, very first that comes natural to you. Because most of you will have at least two elements combined. And also it receives inspired ideas or a sudden understanding. It's the instant knowing. So this is the fire element, and we will move on to the air. Now the air is connected with of course, whatever we hear. It's the ear ringing. It's the actual voices that we hear. We actually hear the voices. A parenthesis here that we have the tricksters, which are lower energetic entities that they will interfere with our dimension and they will mimic voices and you can literally hear them. It doesn't mean that exactly you have the air element activated, but you are more sensitive, of course, to the sound. So they know that you can hear them and they will mimic someone's voice, even though you know that you are alone in the room. You will hear them. They try to just tease you because they want to mess with your energy. They will feed from that, but they are very lower energy entities. They are harmless, I could say. Only if they stuck to you, they can be dangerous. So it's about clairaudience, clear intellect, clear cognizance. You will have this natural connection with music, with frequencies, with sound. You feel very connected to the frequency sound. Again, the ear ringing will be very dominant through your channeling. It will come first from anything else. It's like someone is calling you, you get the ear ringing, and then everything else activates for you to receive the messages. And we move on to the spirit, the ether, which is the higher consciousness connection. It's the mediumship abilities. You can instantly connect and exit our dimension. You connect with spirit guides and higher beings. You can see them, you can feel them, you can communicate with them both ways. You don't just receive, you have a full dialogue with them. Yes, we are not crazy, it's normal to happen. And you also see the energy patterns and the sacred symbols because you have the ability to exit our dimension or go through the third dimension to the fourth and beyond. You can actually see the borderline, the grid, the matrix code, as we could say. So you will be able to just instantly connect with symbols, sacred geometry, numbers. Okay, so remember, I have a book about numbers. I have a very weird connection with numbers. I can read through them. For me, they're not numbers, they're messages, every number. And I can see patterns in the numbers all the time. I will wake up and I will say to my husband, I have identified a new pattern in this sequence. And he instantly laughs, he's like, no, not again. So it comes very natural to me. And it's not connected with maths. It's about the symbol of the numbers. It's something very, very different. So these are all the elements. And as I said, why discovering your element matters? Because, of course, you can understand what is the first dominant psychic ability that you have, the first one, and then it combines with all the rest. You understand, of course, the emotional and energetic reactions. It brings balance not only to your electromagnetic field, but to your life, like I mentioned my example earlier. And of course, once you know what is your main dominant clear sense, you can learn to control and navigate through all of the senses. You have the first one and it activates the second, the third, the fourth, and all of them will help you understand the messages. So I will now close this presentation. I don't think I have something. Yes, I can give you that. Of course, I will upload this if you want in the school community to have them all together and see where you feel more connected to. And now I would like for each one of you to tell me, now that we went through all of the elements, has your initial thought of your element changed? Or do you feel that you have more than one? If anyone wants to go first. Elizabeth.
I feel like I have something from most of them. So I don't really know which one is my dominant. I know fire came to me, but I don't. Yeah, that's good. I don't.
Better.
I I don't see. I'll sometimes see in my mind's eye.
Mm-hmm.
I've had a few instances where I can feel like one this is the first time it had ever happened, so it scared me, but I could feel a presence downstairs. I
Mm-hmm.
could see it, what it looked like, and I could see it walking up the stairs.
Oh, wow.
And and it scared me. I talked to one of my friends who was born with the ability like you,
Yeah.
and I immediately asked it to leave. And I said, I don't know what it wants. What do you think it wanted? And she said, probably just to share knowledge. But it looked like just a very old, almost like a wizard or something. But it was
Mhm.
just each step that he took, because I was upstairs, so I can't actually see with my physical eyes. I see it in my mind.
Yes.
But I don't know if I mean I feel energy through my body. That's the biggest thing. So I
Mm-hmm.
feel if someone is here,
Yes.
but I can't really hear them, which is why I use the tarot cards to communicate. So I don't know what my dominant one is.
So what you describe here, and thank you for sharing your experience with us. First of all, what you saw, we can never know because you chose not to connect, and you wisely chose not to connect, because if you felt fear, and there are two ways that we will feel fear when we connect with an energy entity, either because the energy entity it's creating fear to us because it's a lower negative energy entity, or because we don't trust our abilities. And if we don't trust our abilities, we will instantly feel this fear because it's something unknown to us. So it's a shield of protection. That's why it naturally happens. It's perfectly fine. It's the most normal thing to happen. You face something unknown, so you instantly feel fear, and then hence why you block it. Now, as you will learn to develop your abilities, you will be able to identify if the fear is actually yours or it's created by the energy entity. If it's yours, and you will feel it, it's a very thin line to say, because if it's just yours and you just stay in the moment
Mhm.
and you ask to connect, you will go through this fear and you will feel the real energy of the presence.
I
And if
think
it's
that's what.
something, yeah, if it's something positive, you will instantly feel safe.
Mhm. I think it was because I didn't feel anything negative with that energy at all.
Yes.
It
Yeah.
was that it was dark out because it's usually when I sit and meditate.
Yeah.
And it was moving slowly
Mm.
to not scare me, but
Yes.
I just could feel it coming up the stairs, and it was my own fear that blocked it. And I try to stay open with unknown situations because I want to know and I want to connect, but I also need to get past the decades of horror movies I watched that so I don't watch any of that stuff anymore.
I
But it's
will
just
tell I
but
will
it's
tell you something because you like the horror movies. So for many years I was also a fan of them. But to be honest, when I completely opened my third eye and all my abilities are open now, they seem like a comedy to me.
Mhm. Good.
Like
I would like to. I don't watch them anymore because I can't
you
get
will
past.
not be able to watch them because you will see how everything is so, like pure fantasy. In reality, it has nothing to do with what we see. Even though in some cases that you get glimpses of what is actually happening. But most of the times, honestly, they turn into comedy, even the scariest one. But the thing is that because you mentioned that you want to connect, and this I think it resonates with most of you here, that the reason why you are here, it's because exactly you want to connect. Why you want to connect? It's connected because it's one of your soul's missions. There's a reason why some people feel this calling that they want to connect. The channelers, they are here on earth with the mission to actually deliver the messages, and they bring an instant healing because exactly they can deliver the message from the soul who has passed or from an energy entity. If it's, for example, a message for the collective, that's about the collective and it comes from a higher dimensional entity, or it's a relief for the human soul because there's a message that they just want to share it through the channeler. So the more you block it, the more you disconnect from this task that your own consciousness has chosen to have on this life. The more you connect and the more you develop and you learn to navigate through this channeling, of course, with protection, it will feel much better and you will also feel that this is right. Like I feel okay. There's no fear. There's nothing to stop me. It's why I chose to have it as an ability. And fear, of course, is one of the biggest blockages, along with the logic mind. It's a combination of both of them. Anyone else who would like to share? Fiona? I think
I
you're.
thought I
Yeah.
was initially water, but I can see quite a lot of similarities and a few of them popping up. But I think that's happened recently. Like the fire and the transformation, I feel like the spirit, there's like little elements of all of them that I'm like, oh, that's like really, but I think water was my main one. I
Yes.
still feel that, but I do recognize like even earth and these little things coming online, I think. But yeah, I'm going to stick with water and maybe spirit. So like I have these thoughts that come to me and they make sense, but I mean I've went through about 4 journal books. So I just keep on writing and I can't stop, and it's after I do like my ritual bath or something, and it makes
Wow.
sense in a spiritual context or in a context to my life, seeing it in a different angle. So I don't know where it comes from. So I don't know where that kind of fits in. I think that would be maybe more like the spirit, wouldn't it?
It would be actually the air because it's connected with the
Yeah,
thought, the mind. And you are a
yeah.
writer, you are writing ideas. And through also the fire as secondary, because we will skip the water, which is the main one. Through the fire, the air, it's been transformed. You can see how beautifully they combined together. So Fiona, I don't know, maybe I don't see her, maybe she lost us for a while, but I will continue. So it's the thought that it's manifested through words in the physical world to bring the transformation. It makes sense, isn't it? Jess, Junie, would you like to add anything to that? Your
Yes.
own experience? Yeah?
Yes.
Yes, Jess?
I,
Sorry.
oh, sorry,
Oh,
Julie.
Ah, okay.
Go
Okay,
ahead.
let's
Okay.
go. Yeah, let's go with Juni first. Juni, let's go with Juni. Okay,
okay, sorry. Sorry, Joyce.
It's
it's
all right.
fine.
sorry,
It's all right.
sorry. Okay, maybe I'm connected with water, and maybe along the way I just activated the other elements
Yes,
because yeah, before they told me I can feel it. That's why. And then as you told us later, as you told us, so sorry, I'm in Japan. So my
it's okay. Don't worry.
English
English, it's
is
not
just
my
a
main
little
word,
bit.
my main language either. So I
Yeah.
think we're
Sorry
very
for my
understandable.
English. Uh, and then now with the help of telepathy,
Yes.
I can go to the places with lots of people. I told you
Mm,
last month
yes.
I cannot go in Tokyo because there's a lot of people. I cannot go in Osaka. Now I can go there, and then I just after the telepathy I just block
Wow.
myself with a big bubble.
Yes.
And when I go outside, no, I can feel them, but I cannot. I don't want. I block them to enter me like
Yes.
that with
Yes.
the
It
help
makes
of
sense.
telepathy. Yeah.
It makes sense. It makes sense. Thank you for sharing this with us. The empathic ability, it's also connected with energy healing. because it gives you the ability to scan the energy physically through your own sensations, but it can also be very helpful for the ones who want to dive deeper into channeling. Because as I said, when I'm channeling, for example, a past human soul, I will transfer the messages because they will give me in my physical body how they were experiencing their life, how they were feeling, even how they passed, what they it was, and it's honestly it's mind blowing because I have cases that I have connected with someone who has passed, and the person who was sitting next to me, opposite to me here in this office, they were not aware of how exactly the person passed, and they later confirmed, and I have their written messages saying to me, thank you, because now I have, the final results of how they passed, and you were right. So they can give you so detailed, I know it sounds sad and creepy, I could say, but it's very helpful. It brings this instant relief, and especially for cases that they are very difficult ones, like suicides, for example. Most of the times that I have to deal with something like that, I will instantly feel what I would say that I don't want to say regret, but they instantly know and they translate the action to be more like accident. So for the ones who want to go through this, it's their life's mission to bring these messages from the human past loved ones. They're not always easy. Okay, so you have to be very, very grounded. I have sessions that I will instantly burst in crying, or I will feel of being overdosed, and I have never taken any kind of drugs, but I suppose it has to be something like that. I know how it is to have heart attack, how to have a stroke, how to be very, very difficult. I don't want to go in details, but it's not mine. So it happens for 1 second, just so long that it takes you to know what they want to deliver as a message. And then it's gone, and you're back to your own physical state. Like the mascara is all messed up, but I'm fine. You know what I mean? It's not mine. I'm mirroring. So this is what Junie describes here. And Elizabeth, I think, said earlier about feeling the energy. I think Fiona too. That you can use them to deliver messages. And I want to open a small parenthesis here that many times, because we all hear and we see videos, or we will talk with people that they say, oh, I see, or I visualize. It's not always the most important thing to actually visualize or see. For example, if you want to deliver a very specific message about something like what I described earlier, the somatic mirroring, it's even more powerful because it gives you instant information. So don't feel like you are failing if you don't actually see something. It just means that you have different clear senses activated. The final goal is, can you understand the message? That's it. As long as you can deliver the message, that's what we want. So Jess, would you like to say anything?
Yes, I think I will stick to my water element.
Yes.
And emotion is a big part of me. I very emotional, very sensitive, been classed as a sensitive person, but it's just
Yes.
I just feel things on a deeper level and I can't help it. So yeah, so I think I'll stick with water. I find
Thank
it
you.
difficult to understand myself sometimes. I don't know what's mine and what's others. My
I will,
mood just swings a lot.
yeah. Thank you. Thank you
Yeah.
for sharing this. I will explain something here. When it comes to feeling overwhelmed because we feel the energy or the emotions, it's a sign that you just need to ground more. Also, especially when we do energy work, when we work with energy, offering energy healing or, Reiki or things like that, when you use the somatic mirroring, it doesn't have to drain you. You are not transmuting the energy from you to the client. You are just a channeler. You allow the energy to be filtered. You are receiving their emotions because you want to filter them, to release them, not to make them yours. So there's a thin line there that you have to start by practicing understanding, because, Jess, you're practicing for that. So you will eventually learn how there's a difference in how you will be able to identify that the only reason you feel the energy is because you need to heal it. It's because you just need to know how they feel, so you can just target your healing and release it, and
Okay.
never keep it like yours.
All right. Thank you. Thank
You're
you.
welcome. So, if everyone is happy, I would like to guide you to a very brief meditation, which will help you connect with your element. And then we will proceed with practice. Are you happy with that? You are all muted. I know you are happy. Don't worry. Happy faces. I will stop the share. Where is the... I had the same problem the last time. I will not, honestly, I will not lose more time. I don't know how to stop the share. And this is me. But let me know if you can hear now the music. Let me start it now, and I will also wait. Technical problem. Sorry for that. We'll go back to share. Sorry. Okay. Just a minute, and hopefully it will work now. No. Okay. Let's open it again. Technical stuff. And the ones who are studying to be quantum alignment healers, you will spend more of your time on a computer rather than with clients. Just to know, Jess. You will have to learn all of this eventually. So there's the music. I found it. Okay. Hopefully it will play now. Okay, I will also lower it a little bit. And I'll come back. So can you now hear the music? Perfect. Is my voice okay there? Would you like... Perfect. I will keep it like that. So I will just invite you all to just close your eyes and just relax and sit on your chair. Fiona, if you want, you can just go back to the sofa to be... I want your shoulders and your back to be well supported. Perfect. And just close your eyes, and we'll take a deep breath, inhaling from the nose and exhaling from the mouth. And just acknowledge your body and be present in the moment. Don't think. Just be present. Allow the music to come to you very naturally, like energy waves, that they scan your body from the top of your head, like a showering light, that it's slowly moving down, pushing away whatever doesn't serve you. It's a clearing energy, that it's relaxing your eyes, your shoulders, natural, effortless breathing. You can feel your belly being soft and relaxed. down to your hips. This soothing light moves to the whole of your legs, relaxing your knees, your muscle calves, even down to your feet. And now bring your focus back to the back of your head this time. And allow this energy to travel through your spine and relax your back. All your spine bones one by one. And on my count to 3, you will feel a gentle push to the ground. 1, 2, 3. A gentle dive. Relax your jaw and let your shoulders drop. And allow the energy to travel through the whole of your arms, elbows, and fingers one by one. And be present in the moment. Empty your mind. Just be present in the moment. In this beautiful stillness and tranquility, I want you again to empty your mind. Just listen to my voice and the music and create an empty space. It's almost a dark place, but it's a safe dark place. It's your own safe room. In fact, it's a small room that is completely empty. It's a cave. You are sitting or standing in a natural cave, and there's a luminous light. It's like a small cave that it feels like a hug from Mother Earth. It's very safe, but it's empty. And you can walk inside this cave because you know that you will find your element waiting for you. And you can also create the intention: I'm ready to connect with my element. And walk through this cave and you will see it appearing on the top of a pillar. If you don't see it, you will feel it, or you will even hear it. And once you actually connect with the element, I want you to ask it, how can I use you? Show me. Show me how I can use you. And allow any sensations just to come and deliver the message. For some of you it will be images, for others it will be physical sensation. can even ask for the element to take a step and merge with you and find its place inside your body. It will enhance your ability, it will activate it, and it will also guide you through it. You are embracing your core ability, and this one will awaken all the rest. And embrace whatever it's showing to you. Now we are ready to come back and we can show our gratitude for this connection. You can just say thank you for connecting. And when you feel ready, you can take a deep breath. Exhale. And return back to us. I will now close the music. Welcome back. Did you manage to connect? Anyone would like to speak about the experience? Judy, yes?
Yes. While meditating, I smelled the grass and a
Mm.
little bit orange,
Oh, wow.
and the somebody's moving or someone or I don't know moving here because you can see it's light. I have light and then like this,
Yes,
and
yes.
then I feel hot. It's 2 degree in Japan. That's now I feel hot.
Wow.
So
Wow.
guys,
Thank you so much for sharing. It explains exactly how the psychic abilities work because, as we said, it's not always about visualizing, but it's what comes first and more natural to you because it's already activated, it's already awakened. Beautiful. Fiona, would you like to share with us? I think you are unmuted.
Yes, I've been getting kicked out the whole time. I'm like, maybe I'm
Oh,
not meant to be here.
oh,
Just the internet, it just doesn't seem to want to work. So when it did come back, I managed to try and get back into it, and I heard fire.
oh, wow.
So that's not something that I thought. I always thought it was water, and I could kind of sense the water around me. So I don't. I think back, and the transformation has always been a big thing in my life. So maybe
Yes.
that's been the thing that's triggered the. I don't know. It's
It gives
interesting.
you it gives you really nice messages about you and how you could actually make use of your own challenges
Hmm.
to actually eventually guide others through it. The
It's funny because
transformation,
it's happened. I used to be a support worker, and through my challenges in life is where
you
it came
see,
back. And yeah, so it makes sense. So that's
it makes
maybe what
sense.
the water, the emotion, and the feeling other people's things was initial transformation, is where I thought it would have been the other way about.
Wow. Amazing, amazing. Elizabeth, you had also the experience the previous time. Was it different for you now?
I felt a lot of energy in my hands, and then it just came up through my arms. It it came up and just went behind my ears. It was really
Wow.
strange. I've never had that before.
Wow,
It
you're
was
opening up so beautifully. Every time, have you noticed that it's like you go a step further and you have new sensations? It's amazing. Like,
yeah,
I'm really glad for you.
me too.
Jace, would you like to say anything?
I think I've seen water somewhere, but it wasn't
Okay.
a lot of water. It was water in a triangle. I'm not sure
Mm.
what does that mean, water in a triangle, but I don't know whether I thought of it, whether those words came to me. I think I thought about the word feel. So to feel,
Mm.
and I could feel my legs became very sensitive, my feet. So I'm not sure how those are related to what I've seen or feel.
I can translate the message for you. So
Thank
the
you.
contained, you're welcome. The contained actually element of water, it means, did I have some flashes here? Someone flashed. I don't know. I'm alone in there. I saw some flashes here. Anyway, it means that it's actually a way for you to control the emotions. Maybe because earlier you mentioned that you feel overwhelmed and you feel very much
Mhm.
the energy. So it's a sign that once you contain and learn to control, you can send the energy. So
Okay,
this is a nice message for you. And also because you felt the energy at your legs, feet, it
thanks.
shows
Yeah.
you to be more grounded
Okay.
because it seems that you have strong empathic abilities which make an excellent energy healer. So it's a really nice
Right.
ability that you have there, and the only now for you challenge is because it's so strong, to learn how to not keep it as yours and be an obstacle rather than a benefit for the others.
All right. Thank you. Makes sense
You're
now.
welcome.
Makes
So,
sense.
are you happy to work with some breakout rooms? So we can have two actually. So what we will do now, Fiona and Junie, you are the first time that you will experience this. You will be instantly transported to a room with one of the other. It's totally random. I don't choose. Once you are in the room, try to connect. One of you start by send an image to the other. Since we are working with elements, let's keep it to the element. So we have 5 elements, and you can either create the image of the element or create a scene of that. Like if it's the water, you can imagine of the sea or a running river, a stream, something, whatever it feels better for you. If you cannot visualize, a way to send the message is either by thinking, just think, water, it's enough. It's enough. Just think of it. Or again, try to send a sensation. We're going back to that not everyone can visualize. So, what we learn to do is learn to use whatever we have already activated. Okay? So, just 5 minutes, and then we will change also room to be able to work with different people. Okay? See you in a while.
Olga, you're muted.
Oh,
Oh, oh, we're back. Are we back?
we're back. Sorry.
Oh, it's all
Sorry,
right.
Joy.
It's all right.
Thank you,
Nice.
Elizabeth. So sorry for the delay because we are 20 minutes delayed, so I don't want to keep you more. Maybe the next session should be less of me talking and more of you practicing. So just very quickly, did you enjoy it practicing? Do you find it helpful so far?
I was just telling Fiona I wish we could do this every day.
Oh,
But yeah, the practicing is helpful because
yes.
it seems like different people receive different ways. So are we supposed to maybe learn how to send things specifically? Because yeah.
It's a great question, and thank you for mentioning that. And I will say that I will go into this and then we will close the session because I don't want to delay you more. Very important when we create either whether that be image or a sensation, just to make it as clear as possible. Pure intention, the intention is the most important thing. If I want to send, for example, fire, is better for me to just imagine just a fire rather than a forest or the wood that catches on fire. because especially in the first stages, it might confuse the other person, because of course, we have to create an alignment. So it's the receiver and the transmitter. We have to create an alignment to have a clear signal. But especially for the first sessions, it's best, of course, to keep it as minimum as possible. If you want to think of water, think straight away the sea. Don't think the beach outside and the sun on the top. Very, very short and brief and clear images. It will enhance also your intention to be more targeted. It benefits both you as that you are sending the signal, the message, and also the one who is receiving. They will be able to practice their abilities to receive clearer the messages, because if it gets complicated, you will block yourself, because you will see many different things. Also, try to instantly respond to the other. I have the same issue with my clients. For example, I will say that I received that, and I will ask them, does this make sense to you? And they try to think, and they try to think, and the more they delay to answer to me, the more complicated it gets in my mind, because I try to change the message. Maybe I didn't say it right. Maybe it's not that, but it's a clear black horse, for example, that I see. It's that clear, but they take time to respond because they might not understand straight away what this black horse is. And it's their tattoo on their hand, but they try to think of a farm because we are talking about their granddad. So you see how everything can interrupt and change. So just empty your mind, make clear intention, simple images, and just help each other by replying straight away. Is that what I'm receiving? It's not. I will send you a clearer image now. Try again. Okay?